יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. יבוא שלום עלינו, יבוא שלום עלינו, יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. יבוא שלום עלינו, יבוא שלום עלינו, יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. סלאם עלינו ועל כל העולם, סלאם, סלאם, סלאם עלינו ועל כל העולם, סלאם, סלאם. שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם.
I'm going to try to combine the three, so you must listen to me carefully. Okay? When I say stop, we go stop, stop our attempt. And then when I say we love, and then you got it. Okay, let's start with the last one. Okay, cancel or withdraw the notice. Okay, cancel or withdraw the notice. Cancel or withdraw. I can go further. Cancel or withdraw. Now one more time. Cancel or withdraw. We love. And care for Israel. We love. And care for Israel. And stop. Stop attempt to crush Israel. Stop attempt to crush Israel. Stop attempt to crush. We love. And care for Israel. We love and care for Israel. We love and care for Israel. We love and care for Israel. We love. We love and care for Israel. We love. We love and care for Israel. And stop. Stop attempt to crush Israel. Stop attempt to crush Israel. Stop attempt to crush. We love. We love. The Honorable Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. Obviously, we are very grateful that he's here as our senior. Now, I'm going to ask Ben to come and introduce the leaders of organizations and churches that are part of this march who submitted their names to him. Please let us be orderly and respectful. Follow instructions. If your name is not mentioned and you are not a member of parliament currently, please respect the arrangement that has been made.
Just to thank everyone so much also for pulling together today and showing South Africa and the world that Israel needs to be treated in a fair and respectful manner. And to have you all here today is a great privilege to be standing shoulder to shoulder with Mangosuthu Buthelezi, with Bishop Pakami Shemba, to be standing with Reverend Mishwe. So just to outline the organization, the ACDP has rallied to hold the rally today, and a massive accolade to Reverend Mishwe for their initiative and making such a great success. A very big thank you to Nkosi Bishop Pakami Shemba, who joins us from the Gauteng and as the head of the Gauteng Shemba Church. And His Excellency Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, the head of the Inkatha Freedom Party. It's a great privilege to be here with you today. And I'm scared for making an error of leaving some people off, but a massive thank you to the Impact for Christ Ministries that is here today. I think if I could ask the lead representative, I don't see Prophet Banda here today, but if someone from one of the senior leaders could come and join us up here right now, it would be greatly appreciated. I'm not sure if Abel is around.
There's someone.
Okay, okay, no speakers. We have Shagan from the ICLD. Welcome. And we have multiple members from Bridges for Peace. And I'm just concerned that I might have left off one or two, but there are multiple other churches that have actually arrived and we weren't actually aware of them coming. So I think that's it, Reverend Mishwe, if that's okay with you.
We love and care for Israel. 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 We love and pray for Israel. We love and care 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 for Israel.
The reason we're here is to express the unequivocal support of the South African Jewish community of Israel at this time. Jews who live in South Africa at this moment in time have to stand up right now for South Africa, because South Africa is at the forefront of this anti-Israel campaign. Maybe this is the raison d'etre of the South African Jewish community, to stand by Israel against this barrage of anti-Zionism and anti-Israel boycotting.
Yeah, it's a great day. We are here to protest about Israel. Israel have been suffering, and people never understand the word of God, what it means. And we realize that the Lord has blessed them and put them to be the head, not the tail. So we realize the potentiality of Israel, that for years ago our forefathers could not realize what we realized through the word of God. We decided to join Israel, that Israel must be free. They should not cancel them. They belong. It's a promised land.
This is the march of all South Africans united in standing up for Israel and the unfair discrimination that the South African government is against Israel, and urging the government to rather play a role of peace and reconciliation and bring the parties together in realizing peace in the Middle East.
We're here to protest against the singling out of Israel. The Department of Trade and Industry has chosen to point its finger at Israel and not at any other culprit or any other people that are responsible for that.
We are here because we're Christians, primarily. And as our banner says here, we firmly believe that if a nation prays for the peace of Jerusalem, by extension of Israel, then we will prosper.
We love
very much for coming and for behaving like people who love the Lord. And we are here, as you all know, to hand over a memorandum to the representative of Dr. Rob Davis, who is the Minister of Trade and Industry. Now, before we read a memorandum of the HCDP and the IFP, there is another memorandum that Honorable Chembe, I'm told, has one. We are going to allow him to read it, and then Nazareth Baptist Church. We are going to allow him to read his, and thereafter, myself and my senior will be co-reading our memorandum. Please, let's be quiet and listen as the memorandum is read. Hello, Ben.
Ben, go stand around.
I write to you as Bishop Pakama Shemba, leader of the Gauteng faction of the Nazareth Baptist Church, also called. I write to you as Bishop Pakama Shemba, leader of the Gauteng faction of the Nazareth Baptist Church, also called the Nazareth Church, Ibana la Nazareta, or the Shemba Church. The Shemba Church is a church founded by Saya Shemba in 1910. I write this because I am upset with the issuing of the government of Gazette Notice 379 of 2012, and would like to say that I am against Israeli goods being labelled the way the minister is calling for it. We would like to express our support for Israel and express our solidarity of the Shemba Church and its congregants with Israel. With the issuing of the notice, Minister Davies, through the Department of Trade and Industry, is targeting Israel. He has picked on Israel and does not mention any other countries around the world that have conflicts or disputes over land. South Africa continues to import goods from these other countries, even though there are conflicts or disputes. South Africa is the first country in the world to make a notice like this, and it shows the decision is political, and it is not looking to protect the consumer. I am concerned that the trader will have to prove where the goods are made. This is not reasonable, because the trader will not want to sell Israeli goods, in case he ends up breaking the law. This will intimidate traders not to sell Israeli goods. In South Africa, we face many challenges: high levels of unemployment, poverty, lack of education, homelessness, high crime rates, and an HIV/AIDS epidemic. It is said that we choose to target Israel instead of working with Israel to help us learn from the achievements she has had in the past 60 years. South Africa should learn from its own history and understand that communication is more important than taking sides. And that reconciliation is more important than political judgment. I would like to encourage the government to use dialogue as opposed to doing damage to both the Israelis and the Palestinians by pushing the two sides further apart. South Africa must focus on resolving the dispute
of his nation is, and I quote him, the full annihilation of Israel, unquote. We also reject the inciting statement of the supreme leader of the Islamic Revolution that, and I quote him, the Zionist regime is a really cancerous tumor that should be cut and will be cut, unquote. The IFP is cognizant of the heated nature of the debate, even within our own country, where opposition to Israel is gathering pace and exposure. We note that the University of KwaZulu-Natal bowed to pressure to retract an invitation to the ambassador of Israel to address students.
That's right.
We note His Grace Archbishop Desmond Tutu's public call for a boycott against Israel. We note that when members of parliament were invited to the second inter-parliamentary conference on combating anti-Semitism, not one responded. We also note that government was barely represented at the Israel Embassy's celebration of the 64th anniversary of Israeli independence. South Africa, as all of us know here, has official diplomatic ties with Israel and recognizes its sovereignty. Yet our government has maintained an unstated position with regards to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and has made no effort to conceal the fact that it supports the Palestinian cause. One seldom hears an unbiased statement in Parliament. Our government is taking sides. Against this background, the IFE joins the ACDP, who initiated this march, in opposing the move by the Department of Trade and Industry to require traders in South Africa to label products from the West Bank or Gaza as products from occupied Palestinian territory. There are no legal basis in our law or in international law to support this requirement. The IFE believes this is a provocation aimed at promoting a consumer boycott. This action on the part of the Department of Trade and Industry is not in the interest of South Africans. It reflects the political interests of the ANC, which continues to utilize the state to pay off its political debts, confusing the national interest of South Africa with the private interests of the ANC. Imposing this label requirement is detrimental to our national interests, to our trade relations, our economic growth, and employment generation. We remind our government that consumer boycotts were the precursor to the persecution of Jews in Germany, which ended in the Holocaust. Indeed, soon after Adolf Hitler was sworn in as Chancellor in 1933, Nazi stormtroopers began posting signs on storefronts warning, "Kauf nicht bei Juden," don't buy from Jews. Let us therefore remain vigilant against the escalation of tensions. The sovereign government has a moral responsibility to support peace, non-discrimination, and non-violent negotiation wherever these are threatened. The IFP recognizes that there is pain on both sides of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. There is tragedy on both sides, and a story to be told from many different perspectives. Suffering is never something we can turn a blind eye to. We must support a peaceful outcome to this historic conflict to ensure that neither side sustains the loss of dignity or basic humanity. We seek to stem the flow of blood and promote a different path forward that embraces compromise as well as the importance of accommodating different views. We therefore seek to create peace. By virtue of our long struggle for freedom, South Africa should relate to the heart's cry of Israel. We sought peace and freedom for our own country. How can we seek anything different for Israel or for Palestine? We cannot accept the portrayal of the Israeli situation as an apartheid situation. I've been a victim of that kind of propaganda and know the damage it can cause. Indeed, in 1985, when I visited Israel, the Prime Minister then His Excellency Shimon Peres said to me, quote, "We are brothers in suffering," unquote. Let me make the IFE's message clear. We believe in the two-state solution. By engaging this march, we're not taking sides, but are telling South Africa's government in no uncertain terms that taking a stand against Israel is irresponsible, damaging, and contrary to our country's stated principles. We call on the Minister of Trade and Industry to desist from imposing the new labeling requirements, as this is neither in South Africa's national interest nor in the interest of Israel. The memorandum that the Honorable Reverend Kenneth Mesher is going to read now is a joint memorandum which both the ACDP and the IFE would like to hand over to the Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The African Christian Democratic Party and the Inkatha Freedom Party believe that General Notice 379 of 2012 is fundamentally flawed for the following 5 reasons. Number 1, the notice is based on an allegation by a radical anti-Israel lobby group called the Open Shahada Street, and not on facts. Secondly, Section 26 of the Consumer Protection Act number 68 of 2008 does not make any reference to the labeling of products. So we dispute that the Department of Trade and Industry has used a wrong section in promoting or in issuing the notice that they believe is factual. We are disputing that because any one of us can go and read Consumer Protection Act of 2008, number 68, you'll discover that it does not make any reference to labeling of products. That's why we say it is flawed. Yes. Number three, Section 24(5)(a) of the Act, which provides for the labeling of products, refers to the country of origin. As there is no country in the world called the Occupied Palestinian Territory, we believe it would be incorrect for traders in South Africa and producers in Israel to label their products as originating from Occupied Palestinian Territory, which is not a country, but rather an area within Judea and Samaria. For this reason, the trade description made in Israel is not misleading, but it is factually correct. Number four, it is historically and politically incorrect to claim that the United Nations demarcated borders for Israel in 1948. That never happened. Fortunately, we know a bit of history. Fortunately, we can read for ourselves. The UN never made this demarcation that they are claiming in the notice. Number 5, the Honorable Minister seems to be attempting to supersede the interim agreement on the West Bank and Gaza Strip, signed in Washington, D.C. on September 28, 1995 by the Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin and PLO Chairman Yasser Arafat, and witnessed by President Bill Clinton of the United States of America and representatives of Russia, Egypt, Jordan, Norway, and the European Union. Under the agreement, the land of Judea and Samaria was divided into 3 areas. Area A came under full control of the Palestinian Authority. Area B came under Palestinian civil control and Israeli military control. And Area C remained under full Israeli control. It is our argument that, in the light of the above mentioned agreement, the products disputed by the open Shuhada Street originate from areas that are legally under Israeli jurisdiction as agreed in the above agreement. May I just make an appeal for you not to be deceived. Read for yourself. Make research. Go into the internet and verify this information that I just given you. Some people will say Israel has no claim to Palestine. For your information, before Israel was named Israel, it was called Jewish Palestine. There was Jewish Palestine and there was Arab Palestine. This is history. Go and check for yourself. Until there is proven evidence, to show otherwise, the ACDP and the IFP will remain of the opinion that General Notice 379 of 2012 has nothing to do with the Consumer Protection Act 68 of 2008. We believe that the open Shuhada Street, wants to involve the South African government in their greater political agenda to boycott products from Israel and ultimately to advance repeated calls by the Iranian government to annihilate Israel. And to that we say, no, 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 no. We hereby advise the Honorable Minister not to involve the South African government in such a political agenda. The ACDP and the IFP therefore calls on Minister Rob Davis to either withdraw General Notice 379 of 2012 or cancel it altogether. So, both the Honorable Prince Buthelezi and myself will be signing this memorandum on behalf of the IFP and the ACDP, and then hand it over. And again, on behalf of all of you, thank you one more time for coming. Thank you one more time for coming. We will be signing this memorandum on your behalf and then hand it over to the representative of the Minister of Trade and Industry, Dr. Rob Davis. While we are signing, all right, while we are signing and doing the handover, you can sing that lovely song of ours before we formally dismiss you. We are not dismissed. Let's sing that song while we sign this memorandum and hand it over to the representative of the Minister of Trade and Industry.